Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Fabian Roberts, and this is my persuasive speech on the lack of resources and opportunities for student filmmakers at universities. Think about how big movies and streaming have become today. Platforms like Netflix, YouTube, and Disney Plus are constantly putting out new content, and the film and television industry is only getting bigger. In fact, according to a 2024 report from the Motion Picture Association, this industry supports millions of jobs and generates hundreds of billions of dollars every single year. But even with all that, a lot of college students who want to become filmmakers never actually get the chance to make films during their education. According to a 2023 study published in the Journal of Scholarship of Teaching and Learning, filmmaking projects help students build important skills like collaboration, storytelling, and communication skills that are useful not just in film, but in many careers. Personally, I want to become a film director, and I've seen how hard it can be when you don't have access to the right equipment or opportunities. It makes it a lot harder to actually learn and improve. So today, I want to argue that universities should increase their support for student filmmakers. The lack of resources for student filmmakers limits their creative development and career preparation, mainly because of funding priorities and the lack of real opportunities to go to gain experience. Universities should fix this by expanding equipment access and creating more opportunities for students to produce and showcase films. First, I'll explain the problem, then I'll talk about the causes, and finally, I'll go over some realistic solutions. Let's start with the problem. One major issue is that many student filmmakers don't get hands-on production experience. Film production requires cameras, lighting, microphones, editing software, and things that are expensive and not easy for students to afford on their own. Because of that, a lot of students are stuck learning theory instead of actually practicing. According to that same 2023 study from the Journal of the Scholarship of Teaching and Learning, filmmaking assignments help students develop real technical skills and problem-solving abilities that you just can't learn from a lecture. So, when students don't have access to equipment, they often graduate without the practical experience needed for jobs in media production. Another problem is that limited opportunities make it hard for students to build portfolios and connections. In the film industry, your portfolio and network matters a lot. Employers want to see what you've actually created. They want to see what you've done. According to a 2023 article in Trends in Higher Education, university film festivals help students improve their work and connect with industry professionals. But if students don't get chances to create films in college, they graduate with a little show, and that puts them at a disadvantage. Now, let's talk about why this is happening. One major cause is the cost of equipment and limited budgets. Film equipment can cost thousands of dollars, which makes it hard for a university to provide enough resources for everyone. According to a 2023 article in the Journal of Media Practice and Education, universities often struggle to balance funding between traditional academic programs and creative programs like film. Because of that, access to equipment is often limited or restricted to certain students. Another cause is the lack of structured opportunities. Even when schools do have equipment, students don't always have enough chances to use it. There might not be enough film classes, projects, or collaborative experiences. A 2023 study in Film Education Journal explains that hands-on filmmaking courses are essential for developing both creative and technical skills. Without these opportunities, students struggle to build confidence, experience, and connections. Even though these problems exist, there are realistic solutions. First, universities should expand access to shared equipment. Schools can create systems where students can check out cameras, microphones, and lighting equipment similar to how you check out books from a library. According to a 2024 article in Academic Quarter, shared filmmaking environments allow more students to gain experience while making the most of limited resources. Now, some people might argue that expanding resources like this would be too expensive, but in reality, shared systems actually reduce costs because they allow many students to use the same equipment. A 2023 study in the Journal of Media Practice and Education shows that shared equipment models are already used successfully in many film programs. Second, universities should create more opportunities for students to produce and showcase films. This could include more film classes, workshops, and group projects. Schools also organize campus film festivals where students can present their work. According to a 2023 article in Trends in Higher Education, film festivals help students improve their production quality and build connections with the industry. Some people argue that filmmaking is too niche and not worth prioritizing, but filmmaking actually teaches skills like creativity, teamwork, and communication. According to a 2023 article in the International Journal of Management Education, these skills are valuable across many different careers. To wrap it all up, the lack of resources for student filmmaking is a serious issue that limits both creative development and career preparation. This problem is mainly caused by funding priorities and the lack of real opportunities for students to gain experience. But universities can fix this by expanding their equipment assets and creating more opportunities for students to produce and showcase their work. As the media industry continues to grow, students need real hands-on experience to succeed. And by supporting their filmmakers, universities aren't just helping future directors, they're encouraging creativity, innovation, and real-world skills that benefit students long after they graduate. And at the end of the day, students shouldn't have to rely on luck or personal money just to get experience in their field. Education is supposed to prepare us for our future careers, and for film students, that means actually being able to create. If universities take these steps, they can open doors for so many students who otherwise wouldn't have had the chance to tell their stories. And those stories matter because film is one of the most powerful ways we share ideas, culture, and perspectives with the world. So I encourage universities to take this seriously and invest in student filmmakers because the next generation of creators is already here. They just need the opportunity to prove it. And that's where you all step in.